And hey there again. Thanks for tuning in to yet another Reddit in-house game. It's the date of 5/12, which I believe is May 12th in actual English. And we can see the bans have already gone through. We have LeBlanc, Volibear, and Shen all already banned on blue team. And I guess I should introduce myself even though you're already probably watching on my channel. I am the caster Tyler, or Azel, whichever you would prefer. And now that I've gotten that out of the way, I am the Azel and Azel TV. That makes sense. That's crazy. Purple team has banned Ezreal, Lee Sin, and Sion. And first pick from blue team is going to be Nautilus. Nautilus is someone we've seen a lot today in terms of these Reddit in-house games, which, by the way, you can join in on if you join the in-game channel Reddit in-house. Guess I should plug that. Now we can see purple team, they're going to be having these next two picks here. We'll see if they make any interesting choices. We might see some interesting play, and that's what's nice about these in-house games. They're a little different. They're played a little less seriously, obviously, because there's nothing to win or lose. So we can see some interesting yet viable options. And there's 3 seconds left to pick. We might see some randoms here. Like Lux on Burnibus, and Tubarina on Fiora. I'm going to butcher some names, and that's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to like it. Do little introductions as they come, and we have Rolling Dozer and the Banana. The Banana pick, and we have a Graves pick coming out. Obviously not jungling. Got the smite from probably last game. Graves, very solid choice. That might actually be a jungle Fiora. I haven't seen a jungle Fiora in a while. The Banana taking his time, going with the Alistair pick. Very, very solid choice. I like that choice. Alistair, extremely good. One of the best supports at the moment. He's also a very good jungler. Now we have Sacred Venge and Nomads. 93. Now choosing Nidalee. Nomads. We'll see if he's going to actually lock that in. We have Sacred Venge. Taking his time. You know, there's a lot of good champions still available if they're actually going for that kind of thing. I mean, last game we did see like an 80 Twisted Fate, so who knows what we might be looking at. The last minute pick to Olaf. No, back to Nidalee. Or Nocturne. Just messing with me. Blitzcrank. I'd like to see Blitzcrank. I like Blitzcrank. And Nidalee is going to be picked up by Sacred Venge. I think they're going to lock that in there. So that means purple team still needs about a tank, it looks like. I mean, they have some bruisers, and Nasus is going to be picked by Rehugen, however you want to say that. And Crimmage taking his time picking. Who's he going to go for here? Looks like they still need the AP carry on blue team, so we're going to see what he wants. And to anyone watching this live, I keep saying this all the time, if the music bothers anyone, I'm leaving the music on because this is kind of a more casual thing. If it was serious, I would obviously turn it off, but if anyone has a problem with it or finds it distracting, in all seriousness, let me know. I'll take care of it. The Kassadin pick coming out from Crimmage, very solid choice against Lux. Lux is kind of really squishy, so having the kind of anti-mage is going to be really solid. And actually, Brand is going to come out from Got Milk. Or Got Mon M1. So, as we look at the teams, I'm kind of seeing they're actually kind of confusing me here. I think Nidalee is going to be the AD here, based on just taking heal. And I could see the benefits to that, but I can also see the cons, so to say. And that ready noise means that we're actually not ready. It means we have 3 minutes left. So let's talk about the lanes here. Nautilus jungle, as always, extremely strong, very great. Fiora jungle, I see her as more of a viable top laner, but I'd like to be proved wrong. Let's see how that goes. Burnibus is going to be on Lux. I'm guessing that's going to be a mid lane Lux here. It could be support too. I mean, we could see Blitzcrank top lane with Lux support and Brand middle. I think Brand's going to be middle because it was last pick and was a trade, kind of. Actually, no, they traded back. Never mind. I don't really know what I'm talking about. And one more time, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to run through the rosters here. We have blue on the blue team. We have Niminos on the Nautilus. We have Rolling Dozer on Graves, or Tome is the Gunman. The Banana, he's going to be on Alistair here. Looks like support Alistair. Rehagen on Nasus. Crimmage is going to be on Cassidon for the blue team. And on the purple team, we have Burnibus. I'm Burnibus. On Lux, I think I'm hilarious, but I'm not. Tuberina, I don't know if that's the correct accent there, on the Jungle Fiora. Sacred Venge on Nidalee. What I'm guessing 80 Nidalee here, and then we have Nomads 93. He's going to be on the Blitzcrank, one of my personally favorite champions. And we have Got Milk on Brand. It's going to be interesting to see as we have 1 minute left on the delay. We're going to click on this here. Check out some runes. Yeah, we might be seeing him AP. I think that's really what's going to be happening. He's probably going to go AP mid. Sending Lux is kind of the support or the top laner. We really don't know what we're going to be looking at here. We're going to find out in 1 minute. Now, Caston is going to have the advantage over either Brand or Lux. I mean, being the anti-mage kind of really helps. They could play safe, though. They could definitely just focus on pushing the lane and roaming as one option. But we'll have to see. Now, Nasus is running that teleport, which is actually really good because then he'll be able to contest dragons and still be able to maintain staying top lane. Or go for the old split push, which is what Nasus likes. He likes to get that Q nice and farm so that late game he's just three-shotting people. And everyone likes that unless you're on the opposite team from Nasus. Problem is, Nasus was kind of a risky pick. I know it was a later pick, but there are a lot of counter picks. Actually, Fiora is kind of one of them, because if he tries to Q Fiora, she can reposit, or repote, or whatever, his Q, and just negate that damage altogether. And here we go, the game actually is going away, going on the way. We can see my adorable background here, Baron Nashor with a rainbow in the back. That's fantastic. Now, based on the people in the stream chat room right now, if you would like to just go ahead, who do you think is going to win here, blue team or purple team, as we look at them on the loading screen? I mean, obviously, just purely based on skins, I'm going to give it to the blue team, who has Mafia Graves and Dread Knight Nasus. But if anyone has any other thoughts, let me know as they get loaded in. People are just so awestruck that they don't even know what to do. I'm okay with that. So here we are, game's about to begin. And we're going to see if there's an invade happening. Now, Nidalee's actually really good against teams that invade, because if Nidalee gets the traps first, you can just kind of litter those around the jungle and make it very difficult for them to actually get anywhere stealthily. However, it's not a true counter to invades, but it helps. Best thing to do against invades is clairvoyance. And now the teams are taking their time getting off the platform. I was going to say charging in, but they're really just, do we have the play? I'm like, yeah, alright. Tuberina is the jungler, going to standard cloth 5 potions. Now I am curious about this Lux, who also started cloth 5. We can see here 10 AP, so it is actually kind of standard here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
For the reference, yep, okay. So Lux is top lane, getting the armor and the 5 potions just so she can kind of sustain against this Nasus. Problem is, Nasus is a lot of magic damage as well. In terms of other items, Blitzcrank going with Regrowth Pendant and potions. No wards to be seen, but Alistair going for the traditional, and actually Blitzcrank's just kind of face charging in. I don't know why he should really grab into that bush. Use the 6th sense that you have of just bush vision. He's deciding not to stay in the bush. Can't really decide. That's a little late there. A little late. It's a nice try though. Blue team is in a very peculiar situation. They're trying to bait this Blitzcrank here. They're trying to blitz. Oh, what is he doing? He's trying. Is he watching? And oh, the flashes are coming out from a lot of people there. Nautilus blue flash. And Blitzcrank's actually going to be able to get away. That's very close on his part. That's really, really close. I think if Alistair tried to flash and get that pulverized, that would have been one dead robot. Iron Giant. Did Nautilus not start with the... Oh no, they already used the shield, gotcha. It's like, it's going to be taking a while for Nautilus to clear that jungle without that, but actually he's going to get that. Now the Blitzcrank is back, gonna grab the blue buff just to kind of troll him around. Not really gonna do anything with it, just gonna say, I can do this, so I'm going to. And it's gonna cause some issues in terms of just that being smooth. Kind of juked him around. It's gonna take Blitz a little bit then to get to bottom lane, but that's okay. That gives some solo XP to Nidalee, who is, as I saw it, going AD. Alright. So we have Nasus Lux top lane. Rehugen on Nasus. Blitzcrank bottom lane. Barely getting back to his lane there. And Brand is kind of charging in towards that Kassadin. Actually doing a lot of damage. Getting the Ignite off and getting some auto attacks. Kassadin is going to be able to health potion through that. Thanks to the magic resist that he has passively. That also was a big factor. Blitzcrank throwing in some slash laughs there, kind of just letting him know Blitzcrank has one of the most irritating laughs. This one's had the flash coming in from Brand. A little aggressive there, missed his pillar of flame, and he's now finding himself in some trouble. He no longer has the flash to his one. He tries to turn, tries to kill Kassadin, got milk. Nice try, missing the skill shots when they're clutch though. This is going to be an issue for him. And Nautilus is just lurking back into his jungle. Now bottom lane. Just getting their farm on early on. We can see no one has the advantage. It is a complete dead tie right now. 3.9 to 3.9 K gold. Yep. Brand landed some pillars. And he's actually going to go back. He has about 5 minion kills. Not sure why he's going back. Yeah, he did have some good mana. He could have just gotten some last hits, but that's okay. Playing a little safe. Lux kind of just skill shotting nothing. And now bottom lane is just going back to farming. And Alistair, I think, is actually going to help Nautilus so he doesn't die. Yeah, that's what happened. Nautilus is actually really low in the jungle, and he needed that heal from Alistair, and that was good teamwork, helping Nautilus get through the jungle route. Now Graves just charging in on the Nidalee, and Alistair kind of just walks on. He wants to get the pulverized, but really just kind of slapped Blitzcrank in the face. He's getting grabbed by Blitzcrank to knock out. Comes in. Nidalee's just throwing some traps down for farm, apparently. Now, AD Nidalee actually does have some advantages. It's kind of weird. It's not exactly the best, but think about it. She has that attack speed steroid and a self-heal. Now, it's not a huge amount of anything, but just really think about it. She can just attack speed steroid herself. It has its advantages. Then, if she needs to, she can cougar form to avoid things. Get the mobility. Ooh, Alistair apparently crits the knockup because Blitzcrank actually got extremely high there. Then lands the grab on Graves. He's gonna have to flash out. Now Nidalee actually seems really squishy right now. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage and he's running out of mana. He needs to be careful. That Alistair's getting pretty aggressive, getting right in her face. Doesn't really know what to do with that. And once again, Brand actually bringing the pain on this Kassadin, who's actually stuck at 7 minion kills to Brand's 19. Looks like Brand's actually dominating this lane. He's actually going to land the stun. One more auto attack. Actually, just live one more, and there we go. That's first blood for Got Milk on Brand. Fantastic play there. Landing the skill shot to get the stun off. Ooh, Nautilus flashes in, lands the dredge line, and that's going to be one dead Brand. He's going to go out in a blaze of glory. Fiora going in for the gank there. Lunges towards Nasus, who is ghosting away, and oh, right at the max range, Lux lands the snare. I don't know if it'll be enough to take down Nasus, though. No, it is not. Now Graves taking a shot at turret. Having a little playful jabs at each other in all chat. And ooh, Alistair bringing the pain on Nidalee. Here we go. Will it be enough to take her down? She's trying to kite. landing some auto attacks in between the movements, and Graves is back. He's the good bait. Oh my god, into the grab by Blitzcrank. What a beautiful play bottom lane. That was fantastic. That was really good. And now they're in pursuit of Alistar. If Blitzcrank lands another grab like that, that would just be fantastic and be an easy kill for them. And Nautilus is making his appearance top lane to kind of counter gank this Fiora Lux lane here. But nothing's really going to happen there as we go back to mid lane, where we see Brand is going to town on Kassadin, landing some pillars, and then just kind of going back to farm, kind of zoning Kassadin out, keeping Kassadin at 9 minion kills. And the Null Spear coming in goes off, and the ultimate, which Brand has, and that's going to be enough to take him down. That brings Got Milk 2-1 mid lane. Those Sorcerer's Boots, big help in negating Kassadin's magic resist. Definitely going in favor mid lane of Brand. We'll see if he can actually carry the series. Now, in the end, unless Kassadin gets fed, Kassadin's late game is extremely poor. So we'll see if he can make it up in turn. Once he gets level 6, then he can start roaming around the map and see if he can just pick up some easy kills on, say, Lux or something. Who has a little less crowd control. Lux doing her best to kind of, you know, harass Nasus, but it's going to be really hard for her, considering in order for her to do damage to Nasus, she has to use mana. She can't just auto attack him, because he's just going to, you know, heal through that. And there's a nice snare into the bushes. Mid lane, we're going back to farming here. Kassadin did get up to 10 minion kills. Good work. And we can see the gold advantage going in purple team's favor right now. Alistar headbutting in, landing the pulverize on both of them. Ooh, the smoke's being very clutch there, and Lily's going to Cougar form in. Gets the ignite, gets the exhaust on him though. She's going to have to back out of there just to play it safe. Ooh, now Nautilus is coming top for Lux. Oh, and the ultimate, she's going down here. Oh, but they're going to dive actually. Nasus taking a bit of damage, but she is going to fall eventually, and that's going to bring blue team a little bit back into this. It is now 2-3, 2-3. The gold total still about 1,000 in favor of purple team. We'll see what happens. This is still anyone's game. Actually, Nidalee already has the Executioner's Calling. Has a nice 49 CS, only second to Nasus. And Nasus is the person you want to get all of your minion kills, because if he's landing Qs on him, then he's doing fantastic. I don't know if we can see it here. He actually is already at plus 90. So that means his Qs are doing about 200 damage right now. Yep. There we go. Blitzcrank ultimate goes on to the Brand ultimate just ripping through the blue team. They're in pursuit right now. Nidalee is Cougar forming, and Godmilk's going to pick up the kill on Nautilus. He's now landing some auto attacks. Alistar's going to eat that skill shot. Not a problem. Keep Graves from potentially being stunned. Oh, Kassadin is trying to pick up a triple kill here. It actually grabs the kill on Blitz, but Godmilk's going to finish Kassadin off. Uh-oh, Graves is in trouble. Oh my gosh, one more hit. That was such a clutch pulverize by Alistar there. That was fantastic. That was... Oh, that really could not have been any better. One more auto attack and Graves would have been done for. That's exactly what they needed. He's definitely playing the support role to the fullest right now. He's actually doing extremely well. In terms of the score, it's 3-5 in favor of purple team now. Brand still hanging out bottom lane, mostly because Alistar is as well. Is Alistar baiting something? He does have his ultimate still. He might actually be baiting this. Oh, he still gets stunned. He's going to have to ultimate out of that to avoid dying. Nautilus charging in. This could be dead. Brand get dog. The ultimate from Nautilus is going to finish off Brand, take him down. Now Nautilus has blue buff. Fiora waiting in the bush. Nasus has no idea. Is something going to be made of this? I don't know. Nasus is a little fed right now. Actually has 2 gold per 10, 72 minion kills. And this is just not good. They need to do something about it. Hopefully a Talvarina on Fiora can do something. Meanwhile, Blitzcrank's trying to be a nuisance mid lane. Grabbing, and yep, Fiora lunges in top, gets withered. Is gonna actually try to go in on this, getting big damage for. Oh man, the ultimate from Fiora comes off, they're gonna have to back off top laning. Kassadin's turning this around. Blitzcrank almost had him, but Kassadin's just like, yo, what's up? I do a lot of burst damage. Done. And Kassadin needed that. Now at 2 and 3, only has 15 mini kills, but does have those 2 kills, so he is kind of hanging in there. He might want to look into like a Cage's pick at this point. Cage's lucky pick. Doesn't really have the mini kills and needs it. Italy's actually getting crowd controlled like crazy, getting that smoke bomb on, and luckily for her, she has that lifesteal and heal on herself, getting that attack speed. Now, 80 in Italy is going to be really interesting to see. I'm wondering why she got that Executioner's Calling and very nice snare on Lux, keeping herself alive from that Nautilus game. Alistair taking way too many turret hits, decides, you know, I don't really want this, I'm going to back out here. And he's going to fall back. Now, Alistair doing what he does best, hanging out in the bush, avoiding the Billy Traps as best as he can. Ooh, lands the pulverized headbutt combo, and oh, Blitzcrank is going to grab him into the turret. What a pro hand. What a pro grab by Blitzcrank, the knockup coming out. And oh, it looks like Kassadin is going to be dead. But oh, Nautilus is going to hold on to Brand, get the snare out. Brand actually does hit the pillar, but that's not going to be enough. The true damage from Nautilus' shield is going to take him down, combined with the auto attacks. See, like I was saying before, Nautilus has surprising damage. A lot of people don't understand that, or don't really expect it. They understand it, but they don't really expect it. Now we see Burnibus actually ulting to farm. Burnibus is in a very, very peculiar situation. They might need Brand to head top, so they actually have a chance at killing that Nasus, who's just going to get worse late game. They need to do something about him now. He's almost at 100 minion kills at about 13 minutes, which is actually fairly good. Nautilus dredgelining the wall. Blitzcrank's going to walk right into the Alistair pulverize into the snare from Nautilus. And that's going to be an easy kill for Graves. He's just going to walk up there and just land the last hit on the kill. And that's actually, of those 3, that's who you want to get the gold. Graves is going to carry you in the late game. Nautilus and Alistair are more about the CC. They have the gold pretend, etc. And meanwhile, Fiora solos Baron. That passive lifesteal of hers actually allows her to do that fairly early. As well as her Wriggles actually helps her out with that. So now Brand actually just messing around. Mid, not a problem. Pings are going off. Actually, Alistair's charging in there. Kassadin goes back. Kassadin is nowhere nearby. He can ultimately close in, but yeah, Brand's getting the CC and no one's there to do damage. Pillar comes off. But now we're going to go Fiora and Brand actually flashes in to try to save Fiora. The Nautilus ultimate combined with the Kassadin Null Sphere is actually just going to finish it off, and Nautilus wants to get out of there. He's actually extremely low. Blitzcrank misses the grab, and oh, Kassadin is still alive. Going to get picked up by Alistair's passive, and oh, the Blitzcrank is going to be knocking up Alistair. Will Blue Team, yep, Blue Team's going to charge back in. They're going to try to get this kill. They have Graves now. Intel 80 Nidalee. He's going to get bursted on. Actually going to flash through the wall. Will Graves be able to finish it off? There is no vision, so Nidalee's actually going to be safe there. And Blitzcrank, in the confusion, actually does able to escape. That was actually a really great team fight for the purple team. They didn't really lose a lot of people. They actually made some really great escapes there. Nautilus is actually going to come back in for the Blitz, who really apparently got lost. He might actually still be able to live. Yeah, he's going to be fine. We got some math lessons going on in all chat. I don't really know what's going on. Here we go. Lux landing the skill shots, although it's not going to be much damage. Nasus is just going to be able to heal through that with his Q. Yep, there's an 80 heal from that. Barely denting him right now, especially since he has the Philosopher's Stone. He is just a nuisance right now for this Lux, and this is just going to be really bad for purple team. They really need to do something about this top lane Nasus. He's really going to be a menace. I just kind of want to be like, hey guys, you really should go top. Ooh, Brand lands the stun on Kassadin, going to get the auto attacks off into the pillar. Brand's got to be careful though. He's at less than half. I mean, Kassadin has that burst damage, but Brand does have the Rylai's, which is a really good item against sort of an anti-mage. You want to be able to survive the burst. Getting like an Abyssal, and oh, the ultimate comes on from Brand, and Kassadin dodges it by ultimate, and they're going to trade right at the last second. Just go 1 for 1 on each other. Just kind of go, oh, you stop it. Oh, you stop it. Alright, fine, we'll both stop it. Alistair charging in there, bottom lands the headbutt pulverize combo and into the Nautilus. Oh, this might be Blitzcrank's demise here, and he's going to be able to get away from that. Oh, but Nidalee's in a very bad spot. Blitzcrank needs to be really careful. He might just want to get out with his life, and Nidalee might want to back up as well. And Blue Team is just going to back off. I can't believe Blitzcrank did not die there. I think that was just a lack of focus fire on Blue Team's part. And a lot of good moves by Blitzcrank, just making sure to get out of there. I think he missed a grab there, which actually might have killed him. So it's actually a good thing he missed the grab. I think he missed on purpose. Nook's got a Ruby Crystal on Brand. He might actually be going for like a Rod of Ages at this point. They get the farm. Blue Team, despite having one more kill, is behind in farm to Purple Team. It's because right now Cassim has 23 minion kills to Brand's 72. Also, we have to keep in mind Blitzcrank has all 4 gold for 10 items. Now Brand actually doing a lot of damage to Cassim. He's going to ult away from Fiora, and then Fiora's just going to ult in response. And Brand's just going to clean that up, bringing Brand to 8 and 5. He is actually going to be a real terror here, especially since he has the health crystal and the Amazon. It makes me think he's going haunting guys. Very interesting item, very most of the time underrated. Blitzcrank needs to be careful there, and Nidalee as well. Alistar and Graves charging at them. They both have very low amounts of health, and Nasus is getting 3-man ganked up there. He's going to take down Fiora, it looks like. He actually, Fiora flashes to avoid that. The stun coming off from Brand, and he's going to pick that up, giving Brand the killing spree. Now, Luxton needs to be careful from that Nautilus damage. He's going to get the snare off, and both teams are going to kind of back away. Nautilus is extremely tanky. He's going to be really hard to deal with at this point. Not a bad call, just kind of backing away. Not worth risking it. They didn't know where Kassadin was, and they knew where the bottom lane was, but the most important part was they were afraid of Kassadin. And back to what we're looking at, it looks like Nasus might be going for the Trinity Force at this point. Nautilus already has that Aegis of the Legion. That's going to free up Alistar from buying it. That means Alistar can get items like the Shirelias or the Locket of the Iron Solari, since Nautilus already has that Aegis, which is actually going to be a big benefit to the team. Actually, the headbutt goes on really into turret, but that might spell the end of Graves here, and the Summoner Heal is going to be enough to keep Nidalee alive, but not from long, because Nautilus is charging in. And that's going to be a kill on Nidalee. This is a very close game in terms of kills, but I gotta give the late game to Blue Team. Nasus is such a terror, and Nautilus just never stops getting good. Or better. Whatever. Grammar. Now, Alistar kind of soaking up some farm bottom lane. Graves is still dead. Brand going in. Then he realizes it's a very bad mistake because Nautilus is ready to push. The ultimate comes off. Crimage is going to flash out, and he does get hit by one last tick of the ultimate. But Nautilus is going to be able to finish it off. Actually, the Ignite tick from Kassadin got the finish on Brand, so that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. But that's going to go in Blue Team's favor because, well, Nautilus got the assist on that. And it looks like they might be giving blue buff to Nasus, which is not a bad idea. Lets him just keep farming, infinitely farming. Fiora is taking massive damage and is crowd controlled, and Alistar headbutt pulverize combo is just going to be enough to let Nautilus just finish it off. And Caster, please look at the score of team. Yes, we can definitely see that Brand is 10 and 6. Definitely almost 100% of the kills, absolutely. Followed by Nidalee with 2 and 1, but Nidalee has a respectable deaths. And now that's gonna be an easy dragon for Blue Team. It's like Purple Team does not even know they're there. They don't have any ward coverage actually at all on this map, so they need to be really careful. Blitzcrank kind of just going in the fog of war, almost regretted that, ran into a bull, and he's gonna try to grab through the wall. Nice try, not really get anywhere. And Nautilus is gonna make a miss at bottom. Brand missing that pillar. Now Blitzcrank is just kind of going to go punch him and then just kind of back out really quickly. Now nice little exchanges going on. Casting kind of ulting out of there, not a problem. He's almost at half, and the Nidalee Spear is going to take just like 2 health away from Nautilus. Blitzcrank and Nautilus both grab each other at the same time, except Blitzcrank's going to lose this exchange actually. He's going to get melted, but it was actually still pretty entertaining, absolutely. what happened there. I liked that a lot. We can definitely see what happens. They just kind of traded places. And Fiora's coming in for the gank on Nasus. Lux kind of doing the red herring snare, kind of not really going to aim the snare, just kind of aim it backwards, just to let the animation, let him kind of juke himself. Fiora's still going in on this. Nasus is really bad. Oh, and she has the ultimate into the Lux ult, and that was a fantastic play. Fantastic play. The Fiora ultimate is just so good for turret diving like that. Pretty much wants to pick up this easy kill on Fiora, who is actually really low. She might be in danger right now, and Lux actually is going to come save the day. Cassidy's got to back off. Now, actually, Brand did get the Haunting Guise. Not many people buy that item. Now, Cassidy is going for the Megatron Cloak. It looks like he might be going Bizzle, which I think is also what Brand is going for as well. Now, Nautilus is 7-1 right now. If anyone was doing the best in this game, I would definitely give it to Nautilus. Almost the most amount of kills, yet still 1 death. Now, once again, Blitzcrank and Alistair having some fun knocking each other up at the same time. Oh man, Graves flashes to dodge the Nidalee Spear, which actually would have done, I think, to be certain, an amount of 2 damage. And Nidalee trying to get the auto attacks off the heal through the spell vamp. And she needs to be careful because Nautilus is charging in. And she's actually going to get away. Blitzcrank is making a visit mid. This might be bad news for Cassidy, who is extremely low. He still gets the knockup off despite... Oh, and he misses the grab. And yeah, Brand is going to ult the minions to try to, get some farm. And oh, Courage on Cassidy takes down Blitzcrank through collateral damage. And Fiora needs to be careful. She's actually really surrounded right now. She's going to try to go back. Nasus is in pursuit. He might actually get there in time, or he might give up. And I think Fiora's going to be able to escape unscathed. Oh, and Brand is in trouble right now, getting headbutt pulverized, and this is just there. Nautilus and Alistair are just a crazy crowd control combo. If you can survive through that, you're probably cheating and have merc treads. You really merc treads against those two. They are just ridiculous. I know the tenacity does not really work for the knockup, but it at least helps with the snare on Nautilus' auto attacks. And Nidalee actually doing some good damage to Graves here. But here comes Alistair. Oh, Sacred needs to be careful here on Nidalee, getting a headbutt back into the turret. Now Graves actually needs to back out. Nidalee is going on the offensive, and here comes Blitzcrank. And then he's just going to back off. I was going to give him exciting music, and then he just kind of let me down. It looks like we might be seeing Tiamat Fiora. I don't know if anyone's ever seen a Fiora with 5 Tiamats. I have. And if everyone's stacked up on each other, it is ridiculous. All of her attacks do 250% AoE damage, I believe, or something like that. Yeah. Nasus is just gonna run up there and wither and then run away. Very standard good way to do things. Blitzcrank, I need to grab it. He's in turret range, he needs to be careful. Oh, so many knockups between Alistair and Nautilus ultimate, and the Graves ult comes off melting Blitzcrank, and the buckshot's gonna finish it off. And Nidalee is gonna escape. She is in the bushes, and here comes the VR gank and the Brand ult onto Cassidy. That's just gonna make him disappear. This is actually a really close game still. 17-16, only about a 900 gold difference in the favor of blue team. Now Brand knows they're there. Ooh, it just barely misses getting hit by the dredge line.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
And blue team's gonna lose the turret. This is the first turret of the game taken down by minions. And Nautilus is just wailing away on Fiora. Nidalee's trying to come in for help, and so is Brand. The lunge is coming in. The Nidalee heal goes on to Fiora, who's going to now have increased attack speed. Looks like Fiora's out of lunges at this point. They're going to try to run through the Graves smoke bomb. That's very dangerous. That kind of instant fog of war is kind of... It's really nice. It's a really good ability, and people really underestimate how important that skill is. It really is disruptive and really could lead to some awkward face checks. Now Lux is trying to shield her way through that. It looks like Lux is actually going a very unorthodox build right now of going for the Frozen Heart in Giant Spell. Uh-oh, Blitzcrank taking way too much turret and realizes grabs the caster minion, tries to take the caster minion with him. At 20 gold from caster minion. Great job. Now Nidalee actually getting knocked up and taking turret. Needs to be a little careful though. Oh, Lux landing in the snare. And Nasus is just auto-attacking through it. Not a big deal. Not a problem. Nasus super farm right now. 225 minion kills. Actually 227 now. Alistair grabbing that Aegis of the Legion. They're actually getting double Aegis. I don't know if that's just from a lack of communication. It works and it does stack for the two of them, but not the other people. Now Lux is actually gonna get what looks like 4-man ganks. Yep, actually 3. Now Purple Team is coming into exact revenge. Here comes the AoE ult from Brand on Alden. Fiora's gonna join in as well, doing massive damage. Looks like Nautilus is gonna go down to Brand here. And they're not even gonna bother chasing Nasus, who just ghosted away. Not a problem. Really hard to chase him, especially when he ults. He's so tanky at that point. Alistair just telling Nidalee to get out. Get off my lawn! I don't want you. Mobility boots on both supports here. Very interesting. Race car Blitzcrank coming in. Trying to... Oh man, he might actually get that grab onto Graves, who's going to dash away from it. Nothing to see there. Not a problem. Oh, Nidalee walks right into the Alistair headbutt combo, and all Graves just get melted by Brand, who does all the damage. Nidalee just kind of lunges in there, grabs the kill. Not a problem, and Fiora's gonna go down. It's gonna be really impressive. Parries. The Q almost flashes over, but fails the flash. Really tried to go too fast. I think if she just would have taken her time, taken a moment, taken a breather, got a little closer just to make sure she didn't mess it up, she would not have died. Since Nasus just has Ghost, so he wouldn't be able to continue chasing. So despite being 19-19, Purple Team is in the lead because they just have one more turret. And that's the kind of importance that matters. Blue Team might be making it up here with the Dragon attempt. It has about 50% health. And now Graves is kind of pursuing Nidalee, but it's kind of really hard to do in the jungle. Oh, the Blitzcrank grab on Cassidy. Cassidy just says, not a problem, I'm just going to ult away right into Nidalee, who's going to just eat me and tread me apart. Uh oh, Nidalee's going to find herself in trouble. Now Rubikaki ran into the jungle, base checked it, and now the CC combo of Alistair putting the pain in. Here comes the Brand ult. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, Graves got melted by that ultimate by Brand. And here we go. They're in pursuit right now. They want to catch this Blitzcrank, but keep in mind he's a race car with those boots, and the dredge line is going to help Nautilus keep pursuing, and he's going to try to grab over the wall. Here comes Fiora trying to take down Nasus, who actually has a ton of attack speed right now. Blitzcrank is going to fall to that Q. Oh, and Fiora's going to be able to survive in just 1 second. Lux is going to help Fiora finish off the kill. Meanwhile, Nautilus actually finished off Blitzcrank, and Fiora's actually at her second Tiamat. She's going in on the Blitzcrank, on the Nautilus, I'm sorry. Brand going to land the stun here. And yeah, there we go. Fiora's going to pick up that kill. Actually, Fiora's getting pretty farmed here and fed. Might be able to pick up that third Tiamat here. Now, Tiamat build on Fiora is not exactly the most optimal, but it is fun, and that's what this is all about. That's what the Reddit in-house games are always about. Having fun. Or so I'm told. 250 minion kills on Nasus. The farming has kind of slowed down, but we can kind of see that his Q is actually doing so much damage right now. If we look at it, it will deal... Let's go ahead and round up to about 800 before resistances, and that's ridiculous. The Luck Shield going off of Nidalee, who's just going to pounce over the wall. Alistair missing the pulverize there, and here comes the Summoner Heal to help out. Gonna dodge the slow, and oh, I don't know if she's trying to pounce over the wall there or just go super aggressive. The Brand interesting faces there. Cassidy going down after Lily. It's taken off. Brand is now unstoppable. 15 kills, 7 deaths. Fiora finish off Alice. Actually, no, Brand's going to pick up the kill once again, bring him to 16, and they're still in pursuit. Race car looks right, trying to grab someone here. He's going to, will it come? Here we go, it's going out for 1 second. He might try to grab Graves here. That's obviously the choice you want. The snare's going to help him grab it. He does actually pick it up into the knockout. Brand's going to help do some damage to try to get out. And Blitzcrank is going to fall to Nasus. This fight is still going on as Nautilus gets picked off by the snare. They need to be careful. They're standing. Nasus is AoE. Oh my god, that Q damage is ridiculous. And here comes Nasus just charging. Boom, one shot onto the Fiora. Here we go, the CC coming out from Lux, and this Nasus is just a real terror. This is when he's really kicking in. This is when Nasus shines, this late game. His Q is doing massive, massive damage. And now he's just going to eat this turret. Watch this, here we go. Oh, just shredding that turret. Just dominating it. Letting him know, I really don't care about you. I'm just going to take you down, not a problem. Italy's trying to get some poke in on the Nautilus, but it's really not enough damage. Now she needs to get out. She doesn't want to get dredge flying into Nasus. It's going to be bad news for her. Now it looks like Alistair's working on his Shurelya's now. In terms of AD carries, it's about even. Italy's actually looking better than Graves. She actually has more items. Fiora's almost done with her third. Tiamat. And Blitzcrank has the Shurelya. It's working on the Frozen Heart, which Lux already has. Tank Lux already has. Now, Casson actually trying to use as much Spell Pen and reduce the magic resistance of his enemies as much as possible. Very interesting choice. Now, Nasus is just getting so many items that are just so good right now, like Trinity Force, perfect. Force of Nature. This is like a double AP kind of comp. They have a lot of magic damage. The Maw of Malmortius, whatever you would like to call it. Fantastic item. One of the newer items in Blitzcrank. This is the grab because the Nautilus actually dodged it with Dredge Line. Alistair's going to pulverize. They might actually get on these Blitzcrank here. Caston is being melted, but now Brand. Oh, this might be a tie again, but nope. Brand's going to walk away. The victory in that 1v1. Polar Graves is going to finish off the Blitzcrank. And there goes Fiora, ulting to stay alive, and she's just going to get melted by Nasus. Graves needs to get out of there. He's actually got about -2 health and is still somehow alive. And Nidalee actually taking a lot of damage. Tank Lux going in, wants to finish off Alistair, and she does. Graves needs to watch out there. Double kill. Tank Lux does a surviving damage. Nasus did chase that Brandon. Oh my god, Nidalee doing the damage, doing the deeps. Finishing off Nasus, but here comes Nidalee going to try to save Tank Lux's life. Nautilus actually going to back out. He realizes this is not a good call for him. This is snap, and the ultimate goes off on Nidalee. Might actually save his life here. Dreadfly to avoid Lux's ultimate. Very unfortunate timing on Lux's part. Nidalee's still in pursuit. Nautilus is the only person alive. Cassidy is up now. They need to realize that it's going to be really close. He's actually going to go back in. No, he wanted to see if he could catch it because Cassidy is up. Maybe bait that. Not a problem. This actually is a really close game. If they can somehow shut down Nasus, which they can because they can isolate him. They have Blitzcrank. I mean, if they want to win right now, they're going to have to isolate one of them, make it a 4v5, and then they can take this team. I think at this point, we have a lot of Deathfire's Grasp going on the purple team. Very solid item after the recent changes. It's always been a solid item, just it's been very underutilized. Now, purple team's going to try to pick up an easy dragon. They really should. They have 2 wriggles on it. Not a problem. It's already gone. And that's going to even... This is almost an identical gold game here. About 54,000 gold apiece for both teams. Try not to die here. Choking on my water. Now, if you actually think about it, purple team actually does have a lot of poke. Anytime you have a Nidalee, you have great poke. Especially if she's AP. If she's AD, it's kind of meh. But, I mean, in this situation, Tank Lux, not really a lot of poke. But on paper, a lot of poke. That's what I'm talking about here. Nasus actually going bottom lane to farm, has that teleport. It is up, so could actually jump into the fights if needed. If someone drops a ward for him. So he could just split push all day. If a fight breaks out, drop a ward, not a problem. You have a giant dog beast coming right in your face. Lux, tank Lux, gonna try to troll Brand there. Actually does steal it with the ultimate. Not a problem, as he declares AFK in chat. Nasus picks up the Shurelya's Reverie. It's going to be bad news. While Purple Team was messing around with Blue Buff, looks like Blue Team's going to try to get an easy Baron here. I think they're onto him. Here goes the scout from Tanklux. Will she be able to steal it? Not even close. Blue Team gets the easy Baron. Crimmage on Cassidy needs to be a little careful here. He's pretty low. Now this Dredge lining. Blitzcrank, what are you doing? You're crazy. Get out of there. He is actually going to. He is race car Blitzcrank, so he's actually going to go run around there. Not a problem. He actually travels around the map. I'm not even kidding you at like the speed of sound. Now the Nautilus initiates on the break. It's going to drop all the spells off. So that's going to be a lot of AoE damage. That Fiora is just melting people with all of those. And this is just so much damage going on. The triple kill from Fiora, who gets shut down by Nasus, and unbelievable. And now Nasus is the only person alive on the blue team. Purple team is charging in. They're not going to be able to catch him because of Ghost, but holy crap, they all walked right into Fiora's ultimate. Fiora's ultimate with the Tiamats, if they're stacked on top of each other like they are there, they're just playing into her hand. They're eating all of that damage. Like, I don't... Just there's so much. Blitzcrank decided that he was unhappy with his team only having 2 deaths, and he wanted to bring it to 3. But Purple Team, in the meantime, does take a mid-turret, and actually did clear Baron off of a majority of Blue Team. This is still anyone's game. One bad initiation, one mistake, and it's all over. They need to be really careful. Nasus is the only one left with Baron, and if you're going to have one person with Baron, I think that's the person I would pick right now. Fiora's working on her 4th Tiamat. That is going to do... I don't want to look at Nidalee. There we go. Your basic attack splash doing 50% area damage. So that's going to be 200%. Yeah. Oh, here we go. At Mog's Lux. Good friends, at Mog's Lux. And she is 4 and 3. She actually is positive. I don't know if that's whether from skill or from just the fact that she is so difficult to kill. Let's go with skill for now. Barnabas. Ha. Now Graves actually getting into the 200 minion kills, while Nasus is actually at 300. Meanwhile, the highest on Purple Team is 250. Brand's going to get melted again by the entire Blue Team. They need to be careful here. Actually, Fiora is nowhere near, so Blue Team is actually in a good position. Now, their big damage dealer, Nasus, is going to ghost out of there. He's going to get out. He needs to. He has that Shurelya. It's great for disengagements. Now, Race Car Blitzcrank going in there. He wants to get something going, and now he's actually just going to do a lap. He's going to try to go for Cassidy. Who's gonna... Wow, he almost runs back. He goes so fast, he didn't even see he was there, and he's gonna pick up that kill. Now Nautilus is in trouble. Here's the Fiora. Fiora's gonna dodge the dredge line. And Nidalee is starting doing a lot of damage to Nautilus here, but he's just so tanky right now. Here comes the Lux ult from Atmog's Lux. Now the Fiora ult didn't do as much because they were not stacking off each other. Purple Team is in the commanding position right now. They need to be careful though, because Nasus is going to be fully healed and coming back into the fight at any moment. Blitzcrank's taking a lot of turret. They should be able to take this turret, not a problem. And, oh, here they go. They got a little too overconfident there. Literally got taken down mid-while. Actually did take the turret. And oh, Blitzcrank gets the wither on there. That's surely going to be the death of Blitzcrank. And Graves is going to pick that up, and he's just going to fall back. Purple Team actually... I would say they won that exchange. They got the turret, and as long as Blue Team does not make anything from this power play that they had 4-3, actually soon to be 5-3 in 5 seconds, as long as Blue Team does not make anything happen with this power play, Purple Team walked away with the victory there, despite losing 2 of their members. but I don't think that's going to happen. I think blue team is going to charge down the middle, take that middle turret. Pings are going off from purple team. They want to defend that turret. Alistair gonna ward. Very solid ward there. And here they are. Nasus just eats turrets alive late game. So does Alistair. Alistair should do some good damage to turrets. And here comes the Brando. This team is extremely tanky right now, and that's where Brand's passive is going to really kick in. He's going to be doing some percentage health damage. Casted late to the party. What's up, guys? I'm here. And we're backing out. Nasus actually sees a lot of farm top lane. Decides, despite the fact he has a full build, he wants more farm. Get those elixirs and get his Q up. Most important thing. Now, I believe blue team actually picked up a fairly easy dragon there. And there we go. Team fight right now without Nasus. He's not teleporting in, literally just melting people, finishing off Cassidy and Alistar. Blitzcrank grabs a kill on Graves, and oh man, Nasus did not even teleport in there. He has it up and he didn't even use it. Blitzcrank, Blitzcrank, not satisfied. His bloodthirst. It's just, oh, his lust for blood. He wants it. He needs it. He just, oh, but he wants Nautilus really bad, actually. I think that's the moral of the story. He's still going after this Nautilus. It's really just kind of like a robotic fly to Nautilus, who just is so tanky at this point. Purple team just annihilating Nasus, who I thought was going to be just this late game terror, but thanks to him going top lane at the wrong time and not teleporting in, this might be game. If they finish off these turrets, they really should be focusing the turrets. This is taking a lot of damage, and Nautilus might go down here. Oh, the snare from Atmog Deluxe, but everyone needs to be careful. Nautilus is going to take Zora with her. And here comes Nasus back at full health again, charging after the Nidalee, and there's one Nexus turret down. But there's a lot of low purple teamers, and that Blitzcrank grab might have been a mistake, because all his team was enough, and that robot is going to be dead. Iron Giant! Here comes the Shirelias. Alistair's like, let's go guys, let's go! Oh my god. Oh, Alistair walks right by Brand in the bushes. That's why you check your bushes, friends. But you just catch Lux trying to go back into raids. Nidalee's like, see you later. I'm not going to get involved with that. She could have gotten an auto attack off. Help Atmog's Lux just a little bit. Now they're going to back off. Now, Brand's actually in pursuit of Nasus. Actually doing a lot of good damage. All of that magic penetration is actually going to kick in here. And we are 43 minutes into this game. Oh, actually does hit. Oh no, he didn't hit Nasus. Oh, Cassin's actually doing huge damage. This could be a big play here. And oh, the Brando only hits one of them. Oh, and now blue team's gonna take a damage. That was such a good ultimate by Cassin. Literally, he's doing huge damage to Nasus. He doesn't even realize it. And Cassin's gonna try to take down Nasus. Oh, and the Lux. Oh, just finished off Cassin. Oh my. This is so close. Nidalee being a late game terror, and actually, Fiora sold the Wriggles for five T-Months. I forgot the name of it for a second. This game is ridiculous at this point. We have 80 Nidalee just wrecking people. And now purple team's gonna try to take Baron. In fact, this should be a fairly easy Baron. Nautilus has no vision. Can't even go try to steal it. He's just gonna hang out, try to farm mid. He's a little suspicious at this point. It's gonna be too late. He's walking into a death trap at this point. Gets Blitzcrank grab. He tries to flash. Not enough. He's gonna get taken down for all the CC. And Sacred Venge playing an awesome 80 Nidalee, 11-4. Nautilus calling the GG. Actually, turns out Brand and Cassin almost have the same items here. Nautilus calling the GG, but they still might actually have a chance. Thinking hopefully here. Here comes Nasus. If anyone's going to be doing that, and getting melted is Fiora by Graves. Lux is going to try to ultimately kill some of her. Graves is just going to kill that Brand now. Makes a lot of damage going off on Cassin from Atmog. Lux is trying to focus the Nexus to try to take that down, try to finish the game, but Cassin's going to finish her off. Not a problem. Alistair's in pursuit of Race Car Blitzcrank. Oh, he's going to get away. But, oh no, here comes the auto attack off. The turret might... Oh, the lifesteal is just too much from Nidalee. And oh, she didn't even use Executioner's Calling. She actually could have done that and just easily won that fight. Canceled out that Bloodthirster. And there we go. Cribbage is actually going to take down Blitzcrank with a nice little combo there. And this is still such a close game. Needs to watch out though. Nidalee actually came back to win this Nexus, and here comes Nautilus. Actually took the long way around the Nexus, and Nidalee decides that's too much fun for me. I'm gonna back out and try to pounce over that wall and then fail it and then get drudge lined. And oh man, I don't really know what happened there. That was some nice awkward lag. And like I said, still anyone's game. I mean, blue team is kind of in a weird position because they can get backdoored at any moment. And do you see this actually? Nasus is winning the game for blue team. It just gets a little more off. And he actually did finish. Unbelievable finish. I'm in awe. I didn't even see that coming. I didn't even see that happening. I knew it from the beginning. Nasus was going to be the key deciding factor here, and that was the play of the game right there. That was just kind of who was going to backdoor who first, and Nasus was like, my Q is going to make me win this race, this base race, and that was just fantastic. What a great ending to an extremely close game. Very fun game, though. Very fun game to watch. That was just... Oh my god. That was so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say to that. Well, that was a great game. What a great ending. Very exciting finish. A lot of people may say it wasn't, but it was a good one. So, if you like the cast, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be doing a lot more of these Reddit games and casts in general, as well as other videos and such. I also live stream all of these casts, as I kind of mentioned before. I do try to interact a lot with the chat. I live stream my solo queue, I live stream casting, I live stream a majority of things. So if you like me and you like everything I'm watching, make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can follow my information for the stream on my YouTube channel, which you're probably watching on right now, unless you're watching the stream. But if not, you can go to twitch.tv/AzelTV for all the information you need. That Nasus, yes you were, Rahugan in the chat. Oh my god. Game-changing Nasus play right there. And so with that, thank you for tuning into my cast. Once again, this is Tyler, Azel, your caster, and thank you for your time. Thanks for tuning in.